In chapter 5, Sri Krishna describes sannyasa, or renunciation, in two very different ways. He first explains it conventionally, as withdrawing from worldly activities to devote yourself exclusively to the pursuit of spiritual knowledge. But this kind of renunciation is not an option for Arjuna, who must fulfill his responsibilities on the battlefield and practice karma yoga.
Sannyasam karmanam Krishna punaryogam cha samshasi yachreyayetayorekam thanme bruhi sunischitam.
Sannyasa karma yogasya nishreyasa karavubhau tayostu karma sannyasat karma yogo vishishyate Jneyah sa nitya sannyasi yo nadveshti na kankshati nirdvandvo hi mahabaho sukam bandhat pramuchyate sankhya yogau pritak balaha pravadanti na panditaha ekam apyastita samyag ubayor vindate phalam yat sankyai prapyate sthanam tad yogairavigamyate ekam sankyancha yogancha yah pashyati sa pashyati sanyasastu mahabaho dukkhamaptum ayogataha yoga yukto munir brahma nachirena-adhigacchati yoga yukto vishuddhatma vijitatma jitendriyah sarvabhutatma bhutatma kurvannapi na lipyate.
Now Sri Krishna describes a different kind of sannyasa, or renunciation, that's based on spiritual knowledge. Worldly activities are done by your body and mind, not by Atma, your true self. Just as the sun reveals the motion of clouds drifting across the sky, while the sun itself remains stationary, in the same way, Atma, as pure transcendent consciousness, reveals the activities of your mind, while consciousness itself remains completely detached from those activities.
Naiva kinchit karomiti yukto manyeta tattvavit pashyan shrinvan sprishan jihran ashnan gachan swapan shwasan pralapan visrujan grihnan unmishan nimishan napi indriyani indriyartheshu vartanta iti dharayan brahmanyadhaya karmani sangam tyaktva karoti yah lipyate na sapapena padmapatramivambhasa kayena manasa buddhya kevalairindrayairapi yogina karma kurvanti sangam tyaktvatma shuddhaye yukta karma phalam tyaktva shantimapnoti naistikim ayukta kamakarena phale sakto nibhadyate sarva karmani manasa sanyasyaste sukam vashi navadvare pure dehi naiva kurvanna karayan na kartrutvam na karmani lokasya srijati prabhuhu na karma phala sayyogam swabhavastu pravartate.
Actions take place due to the nature of your body and mind. Your true self, Atma, is not the agent of those actions. Yet this truth remains hidden when Atma is covered by the so-called veil of ignorance. By removing that ignorance, you can discover the divinity that dwells within yourself and in all creatures.
नादत्ते कस्यचित् पापं न चैव सुकृतं विभुः अज्ञानेनावृतं ज्ञानं तेन मुह्यन्ति जन्तवः ज्ञानेन तु तदज्ञानं येषां नाशितमात्मनः तेषामादित्यवज्ञानं प्रकाशयति तत्परम् तद्बुद्धयस्तदात्मानस्तन्निष्ठास्तत्परायणाः गच्छन्त्यपुनरावृत्तिं ज्ञाननिर्धूतकल्मषाः विद्याविनयसम्पन्ने ब्राह्मणे गविहस्तिनि शुनि चैव श्वपाके च पंडिताः समदर्शिनः इहैव तैर्जितः सर्गो येषां साम्ये स्थितं मनः निर्दोषं हि समं ब्रह्म तस्माद् ब्रह्मणि ते स्थिताः नः प्रहृष्येत् प्रियं प्राप्य नोद्विजेत् प्राप्य चाप्रियं स्थिरबुद्धिर्रसम्मूढो ब्रह्मविद् ब्रह्मणि स्थितः बाह्यस्पर्शेष्वसक्तात्मा विन्दत्यात्मनि यत्सुखं स ब्रह्मयोगयुक्तात्मा सुखमक्षयमश्नुते.
In the final part of this chapter, Sri Krishna teaches the importance of controlling your mind and turning your attention within to discover the divinity inside, hidden behind a veil of ignorance.
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुःखयोनय एव ते आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय न तेषु रमते बुधः शक्नोति हैव यः सोढुं प्राक् शरीरविमोक्षणात् कामक्रोधोद्भवं वेगं स युक्तः स सुखी नरः योऽन्तः सुखोऽन्तरारामस्तथान्तर्ज्योतिरेव यः स योगी ब्रह्मनिर्वाणं ब्रह्मभूतोऽधिगच्छति लभन्ते ब्रह्मनिर्वाणं ऋषयक्षीणकल्मषाः छिन्नद्वैधायतात्मानः सर्वभूतहिते रताः कामक्रोधवियुक्तानां यतीनां यतचेतसाम् अभितो ब्रह्मनिर्वाणं वर्तते विदितात्मनां स्पर्शान् कृत्वा बहिर्बाह्यां चक्षुश्चैवान्तरे भ्रुवोः प्राणापानौ समौ कृत्वा नासाभ्यन्तरचारिणौ यतेन्द्रियमनोबुद्धिर्मुनिर्मोक्षपरायणः विगतेच्छाभयक्रोधो यः सदा मुक्त एव सः भोक्तारं यज्ञतपसां सर्वलोकमहेश्वरं सुहृदं सर्वभूतानां ज्ञात्वा मां शान्तिं पृच्छति.
Om Tat Sat iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvare Sannyasa Yogo Nama Panchamodhyayaha.
You praised renunciation first, then karma yoga you extolled. Which is the better of these two? O Krishna, tell me what is best.
Yoga and renunciation both can lead to the supreme goal, but of the two, the best for you is Karma Yoga's active path, renouncing all for wisdom's sake. The same is gained through yoga too. Following either properly, one can obtain the fruits of both. The renounced life is difficult if yoga is not practiced first. Through yoga one is purified, mastering one's senses and mind. Knowers of truth will think like this: I don't do anything at all, even while seeing or touching, eating, walking, or talking too, giving up yearning for the fruits, knowing all works depend on God. They remain untainted by sin, which falls like dew from lotus leaves. All acts of the body or mind, or the senses or intellect, will help to purify oneself if attachment is given up. Through this knowledge renouncing works, the wise are self-controlled content. In bodies of 9 gates they dwell, neither acting nor causing acts. The inner self is not the cause for action or for agency, nor for the fruits of any work. These all take place naturally. Those whose ignorance of the self has been destroyed, then unto them knowledge like the dazzling sun reveals supreme reality. They discern the very same self in a learned and cultured priest, or in a cow or elephant, or a dog or a dog-eater, not rejoicing when pleasures come, nor cowering in woeful times, with minds unclouded and steadfast. Knowers of God abide in God, such sages purified of sin, self-controlled, unfettered by doubts, rejoicing in the good of all. They attain utmost peace in God.